Hey, thanks for the going away present, Kevin. Jays win 4-3 over the Oakland Athletics in the last game of a 3-game set. This game saw Alek Manoah going to the mound for his second time this year, and he looked exactly as good as he did his first time around. 6 solid innings, all of his pitches working for strikes, all of them with good movement, largely keeping the Oakland A's off balance. And he did enough to leave with a lead in the 6th inning, getting him the, I guess important to some people, pitching win. This game didn't really feel like it had a lot of big energy to it. It felt pretty ho-hum. Both teams playing reasonable baseball at each other without anyone able to get a real advantage. Highlights for the Blue Jays featured RBI singles from Matt Chapman, who's heating up nicely, and Santiago Espinal, who's really going to get a merch section on this channel pretty soon to keep this up. Real talk, I don't know how to do merch. I brought that up twice now. Should probably look into that. Or better yet, don't. Let's just not. The pivotal play of the game came on an error from a former Blue Jays farmhand, Kevin Smith, who was a key piece that went over to Oakland in the Matt Chapman trade. Like a last gift from your former lover, a single tear falling down your left cheek as you stare through the window of the moving train, mournful. Or like a baseball play that just kind of got messed up. Smith tries to get the lead runner on a ground ball to shortstop. Instead, he airmails it into right field. Said runner, Lourdes Gurriel, then tries to score on the play, and honestly, if Seth Brown's throw from right field had been better, he would have been gunned down, but his throw was pretty bad too. Gurriel scores the 4th, and as it turns out, winning run on that play. And sometimes you win a baseball game by executing, and sometimes you win a baseball game by the other team not executing, and this was one of those. Undeserved? Maybe. Will we take it? Yes. Yes. Great job by the bullpen all the way around, except Adam Simber got super lucky in the 8th inning when he threw a 79-mile-an-hour meatball down the middle of the plate. Seth Brown just missed it, and it turned into a sac fly instead of a go-ahead 3-run home run. So, yeah, we'll take that too. Overall, the Blue Jays should feel pretty fortunate to have won this one, but you're not going to win what I think to be 100 games without getting some lucky ones, so let's just take it and less said about it the better. Anyway, the Blue Jays get a day off. Yes, their very first day off of the season tomorrow, and their last one for a while. After this, they play 20 games in 20 days, many of them on the road, and almost all of them against bona fide World Series contenders. We're going to learn a lot about this team in the coming games. But in the meantime, let's talk about what we've learned about them so far. The team is 6-4 and, dare I say it, in first place. Now again, we're 1/16 of the way through the season, so you can't say anything, but a 600 win percentage extrapolated over a whole season would be about 97 wins, which is pretty close to what I expect them to do. I expect 100 wins, but that's within the margin of error here. And what's more, they've been able to win those 6 games out of the 10 they've played under some less than desirable circumstances. Teo is hurt. Jansen is hurt. Bo is ice cold and doesn't look like himself. Kevin Biggio is utterly lost up there. He doesn't even have a hit yet. Boy, oh boy. Hyun-Jin Ryu has sewered both of his starts, and now he's hurt. I'm not going to talk about the sometimes pretty awful officiating that's gone against the Jays in the early going, because that seems kind of petty, but we all know it's been there. And the offense has never really looked completely sharp. They've had tons of base runners, but they've had a real problem scoring with runners in scoring position. But despite all that, they're a winning team, with reasons to believe that they are going to improve in the immediate future. First of all, with Alek Manoah, I think I heard on the radio side that the Blue Jays are 18-4 in games in which he starts since he came up. That is ace-level stuff. I'm not saying anything about anything, and I'm not calling anyone anything or disparaging anyone else. I'm saying that when everyone is right and performing to their level, we'll have 3 guys who are pitching at the kind of level that you might say, that guy's an ace. We've seen Barrios do it before, Gossman's done it before in San Francisco, and Alek Manoah, kind of stealthily somehow, is doing it right now. The offense hasn't really gelled that much since the first game of the season. As I said, scoring in the clutch has been an issue, but they have been great at scoring with 2 outs. Gurriel had a really nice game today. Chapman's hitting more with runners in scoring position. Santiago Espinal had another hit and a run batted in this game. I never get tired of saying that. George has been up and down, more up than down. Vlad's been up and down, and the up has been spectacular. I mean, I talk about how cold Bo's been, but he had 2 hits today, and 3 multi-hit games out of the 10 we've played, so there's a lot to like there still. If this team can start gelling and start stringing hits together and is putting up those big crooked number innings the way we know they're capable of, this this team can go back to winning a lot of games in a big hurry. I'm optimistic that the regular 4 innings of solid work we're going to get out of Ross Stripling is going to be better than whatever the hell Hyunjin Ryu's been putting out the first 2 starts. And Kikuchi, I think it's too early to tell. I don't know what's going to happen. He's got the first start in the Boston series coming up, so we'll learn more about him pretty soon. I'm still pretty hopeful based on what his first half numbers were last year. So yeah, this is a team that has played in some less than favorable circumstances early, and yet has still found a way to play 600 ball. Anyway, they get a day off tomorrow to reset the bullpen, have everybody feel fresh. They'll have an opportunity to really see what world beater Zach Collins can do. Another great game today, my goodness. And it's Kikuchi, Barrios, and Gossman going in Boston. So yeah, I think we have a good chance to take 2 of those 3. TLDR, cautious optimism. That's where I'm at. And increasingly not so cautious. So that's it for this one. We have a day off tomorrow. We will see you on Tuesday for the opener against Boston. Until then, like and subscribe, Pretty Please with Sugar on top, and I will see you Tuesday night.